Hello there, Steeler Nation. This is Flip Fisher. I am a staff writer with BehindTheSteelCurtain.com. Today I'm going to look over Devlin Hodges, do a little review of his film against the Baltimore Ravens. Now stick around for the end when I give my take on Hodges against the Chargers. All right, so let's hop into the film right away. This is going to be his first NFL pass. And you're going to see him throw a fairly quick out to the bottom to Johnson. It's a quick throw, and I like that. I like what Randy Fichtner, the OC, did here. Get the ball out of his hands, get him so he doesn't have to worry about the defense that may or may not be blitzing. Now, he throws this only where the wide receiver is going to get it. Now, there was pass interference on the play, debatable. But it was still a play where Johnson was going to be the only one who was going to catch the ball. Now, I like this. This is a 3rd and 9 play. Ravens are stacking the box. No way that Hodges knows who's coming and who's not. One-on-one coverage. So he knows he's going to have to get the ball out of his hands quick. And he does a good job of doing that as well. And you see, they bring the house. They bring everything. Now, as you've probably seen there, he's going to throw the ball before the wide receiver even turns. Right there. Throwing the ball, throw into a spot. Perfect. Pitch and catch. The poise that he has in the pocket, you will see that here as well. He does not get happy feet. And that's something that I saw all day out of him, was the poise. And that's something I saw for the most part in preseason as well. I love this play call. Perfect play call. Another nice, safe pass when we're in scoring position here. This is going to be a rollout. This is going to be the pass to Vance McDonald. Gets it out of his hands quick. Gives McDonald a chance to run with the ball. He does not panic with the guy that's coming into his face here, as he's only looking at McDonald, keeping his eyes upfield. This is another play that I give him a lot of kudos for. He's waiting for the play to develop. This is going to be, he's going to hit Juju over the middle. He could have dumped off right there, but he's waiting for Juju to come over the middle. Right there. Wide open. Now, he doesn't make the greatest pass in the world. It's a little behind Juju. But it still gave Juju plenty of opportunity to make the catch. There it is. Threw it right to him. Little behind. But, I'm not going to nitpick that. Here's another play where the Ravens are going to bring the house. It's a let's go back here a little bit. 2nd and 4. Sorry, I didn't write that down. So 2nd and 4. Ravens are going to bring the house. Hodges has one-on-one coverage all the way across. Sets his feet. Hits Juju over the middle. Now, could he have waited a little bit to get it further? Maybe. But why? He'll take the first down. He's working the progression and sees Juju open. I like that he goes through the progressions and sees what's on the field. Now, this is a 3rd and 17. There are no 3rd and 17 plays in the NFL. One thing that he could have done here, and I'll show you as the play develops, he could go for the one-on-one coverage at the top. One thing I don't really like about this play is how far he's dropping back. I kind of get it. He's got a guy coming. And none of the wide receivers have turned yet. So he does throw it again to Johnson. You could nitpick that he could have waited longer, or he could have took the one-on-one coverage at the top. But we're playing field position here. No mistakes. Now, this is where he scrambles, gets outside of the pocket. Now, I'm not a big fan of seeing these young quarterbacks scramble. I'd rather see them than throw the ball. I don't like seeing them leave the pocket so early. But when you see what he sees, you understand why. Now, he's seeing right here. He's seeing the side is cleared out. This is an easy scamper. The defender had his back turned the entire time. And Hodges picked up, I believe, 20 yards here. Now, some people kind of nitpicked and said, he could have ran and got a few more yards. But geez, come on. If he gets hurt, gets hit, we're down to Jalen Samuels. I don't care about 3 more yards on that play. That's just, I found that really silly that people were complaining about that. Now, here's the punch out that Humphreys did on Juju. I like that again, he waited for the play to develop. And again, the Ravens brought pressure. Could he have hit him there? Well, got the linebacker sitting there, or safety, whatever the player is right there. But he clears him, and then Hodges throws. And unfortunately, it was just a bad play. Now, here's another funny thing where people were really critical. Hodges needs to get the ball here, right? Well, it takes funny bounces, and you see that with the Ravens player missing it. Well, it takes a funny bounce. Now, the footballs do that, and it, fools Hodges. I'm definitely not going to put that one on Hodges, missing that. That's just the NFL. That's just how the football bounces sometimes. I mean, and it was a great punch out by Humphries there. It really was. Now let's get into some of the negatives that we saw. Two big plays, two big negatives with these plays. This isn't so much big negative here. This is more kind of forcing the ball. And again, he drifts really far back, and I wish he wouldn't do that. But he does force the ball a bit. Maybe a little nitpicking there, but and then he never saw here's the Earl Thomas interception that was actually called back because of a penalty. Again, dropping back. I don't like the footwork there. I don't like the footwork. The constant movement. Now, unfortunately, this is where I believe Tony Jefferson either tore his ACL or his Achilles. I don't remember which. And so it leaves the field wide open. Unfortunately, Hodges throws it too late. And it was an easy interception. And that was kind of the happy feet in the pocket. And then you'll see that he doesn't get a lot of mustard on the ball. He has time to set his feet here and throw the ball. He's got defenders bearing down on him, but he still has the time and throws awkward. Was not a good pass from the Duck there at all. Now, this is a kind of an ill-advised throw as well. I'd seen him actually throw one of these in preseason as well. He's going to throw down here to the corner of the end zone. And just not a good play. Just not a real good pass. Could it have been intercepted? Maybe, maybe not. We drew the penalty. I think it was a smart penalty. But, he kind of looks and locks on him most of the play. Let's back this up to the previous play. He doesn't have a lot to work with here, though. Could he have gone here? Yeah, probably, maybe. He did have a guy trailing, but Hodges was kind of locked in. He did have a running back out here that he could have checked down to. Not going to bash him for the play. It's young player. Just saying I don't like the play. Now, it does show that he has some arm strength. He's not a noodle arm guy. I would like to see him set his feet more often or do a better job. Now, here's where he's going to hit Samuels, and this is where Samuels drops the pass. The pass was a bit bit hard. Not gonna nitpick that too much though. This is a ball that does hit Samuels right in the hands. But not gonna nitpick it. Now this is a 3rd and 5. Not gonna overly nitpick this one either. Because he doesn't make a mistake. He's got a guy in his face. So he had no other choice but to throw it over the top. This is kind of more of just a couple of neutral plays here. He didn't get the ball batted up in the air, so I guess that's definitely a positive. Didn't turn it over. Could he have found somebody else? Well, let's look. Was anybody else really open here? For the most part, because he had to throw it so quick. He couldn't really wait to hit him over the middle. All right, well, there it is, Steeler Nation. There is my little breakdown of Devlin Hodges from the Baltimore game. I liked what I saw a lot. I liked that I saw the progression. For the most part, he looked good and poised in the pocket. I liked where the placement on the ball was, for the most part. And I liked that he waited for the plays to develop. Some of the things I did not like, though, was his footwork in the pocket. Why he bounces back like that. That's something that definitely needs to be dealt with. The other thing was on that Thomas interception, he doesn't have the best arm strength in the world, and that's what he relied on that play. He's got to set his feet more. What do I expect out of him against San Diego? San Diego's a bit beaten up, but they do have a good defense. I don't think he's going to hurt himself. The offensive line needs to protect him like they did in the Baltimore game. Expect San Diego to throw a lot of blitzes at him. I don't want to see Randy Fichtner do a real big conservative play calling. I don't want to see that. But will we? I don't know. I expect Hodges has got a lot of reps in practice this week, which he did not get any. I believe I read he did not get any last week. Because we brought in, he didn't run the scout team because we brought in that other quarterback to be Lamar Jackson. So there was really no reps to be had. So hopefully he got a lot of reps this week. What do I expect? That's a tough question. What would I be happy with? I'd be happy with 230 yards, a touchdown. I wouldn't be destroyed with an interception. Can he top that? Well, he's found a good rapport with Juju. Would I be shocked at 300 yards and 3 touchdowns? Maybe 3 touchdowns I'd be shocked with, but 2 touchdowns? Yeah, I think it's possible. Unlikely, but I think it's possible. I've seen a lot of poise out of Duck. And I don't think he's going to embarrass himself on Sunday. I think he's going to be prepared. Is he better than Rudolph? No, I wouldn't say that right now. Not yet. No, I'm not ready to say that because I've only seen him in a quarter and a half. Would I like to see him playing from now until the end of the season? No. I want to see what we have out of Rudolph as well. Would I be opposed to seeing more of Hodges if he looks good? I would like that. But I also know he's an undrafted rookie free agent. So there it is. There's my little analysis of Hodges. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And, roll over to BehindTheSteelCurtain.com. Come check us out. See yas.